Fight for your land. Fight for your home. We built these ships, dredged these canals. In the San Francisco, they never knew existed. This is our home. Our home. Our home.
The story comes from my life. That's where it starts.
Jimmie and I would go on walks throughout San Francisco in like Mission Bernal area where we grew up, and we would talk about our lives. And what began as conversations between two friends eventually feels like it was made by like an entire city's worth of people.
There's something about San Francisco and the connectiveness that I experienced, and to be a citizen of a city and experience the fruits of the city as well as all the growing pains of the city. That's what San Francisco meant to me.
My grandfather built this. He came here in World War II. He bought this lot and he built this house. The stairs, these windows, the columns, the archways, the witch hat, this balcony, all of it by Jimmie Fails I with his own two hands in 1946.
It's a hard thing to describe what loving San Francisco feels like because there are certain things like friends and family, sort of big general terms. But I think it's also like the minutia of walking down a block, seeing somebody you know, and feeling like your community. I think in a way, when some of those things start to disappear, you take it personally.
It's not just losing the places that you
exactly.
knew and grew up around. It's the people that were here. That's the biggest change.
Not gonna make it, bro. We'll get there.
What really pulled me towards the script and the story was it's pretty original. There was nothing like it. And the amount of care that Joe Talbot and Jimmie Fails put into telling the story made it so clear that it was a story of legacy and a story of friendship and also a story of ownership, you know, and that ultimately you really only own who you are.
What if we shouldn't be here?
Who should be here more? Joe and Jimmie, they had a meeting with me, and I went and talked to them even before I even read the script. And I knew that they were really genuine brothers that wanted to put a story out there to reflect this San Francisco experience. And then when I finally read the script and saw the beautiful nuances in the script, I wanted to be a part of it. My daddy hated when I played that shit.
I could relate to gentrification because I'm from inner city, so the script explains a lot about gentrification and the characters, the people that live in the communities. And I was really interested in it because they were really relatable.
Still the same. Yep, I like what you and your dad did with it.
I would describe this story in short as a love story between a man and a house. It's a buddy film too, you know. My character doesn't really know where to belong. The house is kind of the only thing keeping him in a city where he doesn't feel like he necessarily belongs anymore.
Jesus, man.
Oh, just get the heck out of here, man.
I play Montgomery Allen, who is Jimmie's best friend. I live in Hunters Point, which is, to this day, the only African-American neighborhood in San Francisco. Before that, the Fillmore district was a historically black neighborhood. And so we have Jimmie, who's attached to essentially the roots of San Francisco and the roots of his family in this house. And I kind of watch and participate on the outside for a bit and then get very much involved in reclaiming his legacy in the house.
My character and the tough love between him and his son in the movie, I think, is reflective of the black male experience in America. You know, we'd rather be tough on our children in the home so that when we go out in the world isn't gonna kill them. You know what I mean? And the love is deep. The love is still there, you know, but it's just to let you know, like, yeah, if I could be this tough and hard on you and still love you, imagine how the world would do you. Come on, J-Bo, get your spine up, son. That's some pride, man.
What drew me to Wanda? Wanda had a lot of attributes like myself, you know? She's like my cousin. She's like my aunt. She is that person that, you know, brings life in the room when she walks in, but you know there's a lot of pain. I think I enjoy playing the part of her life where she's gotten through everything that she's gone through, and she's living a new life. Without looking back and having any regrets, she's looking at her nephew and kind of putting hope in him.
I'm proud of you, J-Bo. I really am.
Thank you.
I think as Jimmie's character grows, it gives her hope that she kind of probably lost for herself.
I believe that you can make this place yours. I really do. But if you leave, it's not your loss. It's San Francisco.
Grandpa Allen is a migrant. He's come here to San Francisco, just like Jimmie Field's grandfather came here, saw the building of community, spent his youth here. It was the promise of something different. So in some ways, I would pattern Grandpa after my parents, you know. They came here, they set the roots here and everything else. So I think that's part of it. And I can feel the struggle and disappointed in these two young men, you know, Montgomery, my grandson, and his friend Jimmie. All of them trying to find a space and the idea of space and identity. Those are the kind of things I think that are underlining, deeply engaged in the film itself.
You two stick together.
It's also a film about the characters that make San Francisco great and all these wonderfully original people that we grew up with. And Willie Henn, the preacher, is another legendary San Franciscan. Even people like the candy lady in the film. She was a candy lady in Army Street, where Jimmie lived and I lived in real life.
I think we just wanted to capture the San Francisco we knew and that no one ventures out to. You know, it's like, who would come here and film in Hunters Point? Like, what story would even permit you to do so? We just wanted to kind of make it magical a little bit.
Joe Talbot, his vision is clear. How do we get it truthful? How do we get it as truthful as we possibly can? And it's full of love and excitement and color and poetry.
Man up! Man up, nigga! Man up! Hey!
He has a way of telling a story, and sometimes it feels like dog shit reality. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how it goes. This is what it is. You know, and then the next scene, the next moment is this flourish of light and laughter and love.
When I got on set and I'm seeing the backdrop and seeing a lot of natural elements that just really inspired me to play Wanda in a way that she can be a positive part of what San Francisco has meant to her.
Ricky, get the track!
San Francisco has always, to me, been an artsy place, so I think this was a great place to shoot this film.
I think that even a city like San Francisco that is full of empathy and love can be a really intense place, a hard place to fully be yourself. And so that's something that I think the film is trying to kind of wrestle with too, you know, who gets to be themselves.
The story that's being told and the setting of San Francisco, I mean, I think it's important that those two are in line with each other, and you can feel that, you can sense that, you can see it, and it's awesome to watch.
I'm not leaving, bro. I'm the last one left. This is our shit. We can't give up now. We gotta fight. Right?
Oh man, the vibe is beautiful. It's fun to play in an ensemble, you know, cast like that. You know, you got legends like Danny Glover, Tashina Arnold, Mike Epps. It's phenomenal. These some real players I'm playing with. I think everybody's giving their A game, and you can feel it up there, and it's very respectful, and it's a great feeling on set.
Good. Excellent. Good. Hey, great news is you're all doing marvelous work. Congratulations. It's not easy.
We are doing something quite impactful and something that is, in many ways, impossible. So we're in it, and we're really making it happen.
It's a story itself. It's always a story. And if I can add some value to the story, or add something of myself to the story, that's what's more important than anything else.
We can brainstorm a little bit. You know, that's where I think we the best at, when we brainstorming.
It's always wonderful to be a part of a project that has so much heart. And this project visually is just like breathtaking, but just the writing and what everybody is putting into it, it's just, you can feel it. You can feel the energy, and you just know that it's going to be a great film.